Alright everyone, welcome back to Indian Racing League, and let's wait for some time because we had to restart our whole lobby, and well, we should have been maybe halfway through the race by now, teams, or maybe more.
Yeah, about halfway through the race we should have been.
Yep, so how are you doing, teams? Did you have a cup of tea during?
No, I just had some water. You should always hydrate.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Max Verstappen.
Yeah, do not forget to drink your water. Yep. But either ways, we are back.
And the funny part is the Max Verstappen message came at Silverstone.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I absolutely know that. But either ways, we should be going pretty soon. Once again, some issues with Codemasters, and which is why we are having this delay. So, was it VFix and not Sume on pole, or not on pole, but on front row, I think?
Yes, VFix on pole, Natsume second, Racing Group third, Ashwin fourth. No, Ashwin was fifth, Epic Brothers was fourth.
Alright, got it.
If my memory serves me right. And we got the go ahead, custom grid is ready. Malav, please check DMs.
Yeah, I am.
Once again, we apologize for all of these Codemasters issues.
Someone had put in a DM, not a DM, but a screenshot of the qualifying position. Can you just check that?
Have you sent me a DM?
No, not me, but I think someone had put it in the chat. I think it was Easy Level Bot or someone.
I will just check that 1 second. Just looking for a message. There's been a ton of messages. Okay, yeah, Easy Level Bot. VFix in P1.
Just run me down. VFix, Natsume, Racing Gupta,
Yeah.
Epic Brothers.
VFix, Natsume, Racing Gupta, Epic Brothers, Ashwin, PSI, Kimi, Jin, Shadow. But Shadow gets dropped 5 places.
Nishan, Vicky.
So basically, Jin, Nishan, Vicky, I am Rahul, HVP, Sonic Hawk, Shadow Sword,
Mayank,
Quick Killer, Hershey 99, Azun, Caesar, and Kill Bill Pandey.
Alright, hang on. So until Mayank is fine, I think we need to. Someone is sending an invite to Mayank. Sorry, to Shadows again. After that, I think we can get going. This has been a very, very hectic few minutes, but let's hope we can get racing soon, and this time we don't have any problems.
Yes, absolutely.
Hello Sid, thank you for sticking with us. Maybe in a couple of minutes we should be underway. There are 2 people who have left the lobby. There's one more person not in the lobby anymore. Shadow Sword drives a Red Bull, correct? So that's one is Shadow Sword. Yeah, Shadow Sword once he joins. Can I check custom grid by any chance?
No, I was just looking at that.
Okay, so only the host can
Yes.
check it. ठीक है. Let Shadow Sword join back. So teams, let's talk about something else. What have you been up to these days? How's your life
Honestly,
going?
not much.
How's your streaming career going?
Streaming career is going good, very well. Getting better at COD with each passing day. Getting better with fun also with each passing day. So yeah, not bad. Cannot complain. I hate to say it, but I'm very blessed. But yeah, how about you? How's FIFA treating you? Are you excited for FIFA 22?
Not really. I don't think I'll buy FIFA 22 unless I have
And
to.
what about Konami's? And what about Konami's
eFootball.
scans of Messi and Ronaldo and all of these other players?
I think I can do a better job with my pencil than what they've done with their animations and stuff.
I think that was the biggest talking point of all my the gaming Instagram accounts I follow and the football Instagram accounts I follow, with the fact that Konami has seriously shit the bed with that. Sadly, it's sad because Konami was at one point like on the cutting edge of gaming.
Absolutely, and it was trying to give some really good competition to FIFA.
Yeah, but I also think that EA, like people like to talk about Disney being the big bad Death Star and Empire that nobody messes with. In the gaming world, I would say EA is that Empire. So
yeah, absolutely.
Trying to go up against the FIFA, which EA has pretty much owned for all of its existence, if I'm not mistaken, is a tall order, to say the least. What about football?
Dude, you're asking a Barcelona fan about football. That's not the right
I
time.
know. I met one of my closest friends who is also a Barcelona fan.
All right, we are underway. I think Shadow Sword is finally in. Sorry to cut you off there. And
no worries.
well, I think we should be racing pretty soon. So let's see who's in the chat so far. PSI Legends.
He said go.
Yep.
PSI is here. Welcome, PSI. I think good luck for your race, PSI. Focus. Otherwise, we will have to send you to jail, PSI, since you like to send people to jail.
What is the concept of jail, teams? If you can enlighten us.
I have no idea. PSI loves to sentence people to jail for every little thing they do, which is actually a pretty fun concept.
But what happens in the jail? Are you not allowed to, like, what happens?
I have no idea. I have been a very good person, so I don't go to jail. Especially not at the hands of PSI.
That's the good answer. That's the best answer, I think. But either ways, you can see we are underway, and hopefully formation lap is on, and we can talk about tire choices. Let's see if Caesar still goes for a set of hards.
I think he should, because that start actually served him very well.
Well, I was unable to witness
last
that.
time we saw
So,
before I did not witness it sadly, but I did see that when I was checked going through the grid, I saw that he jumped up from P19 to P14. So that was
talking about start, Steve, I don't know. Maybe you were one of the cars which got overtaken by Tanay Singh last night. I think he started P17 at the
yeah.
end of lap one. He was
I
P4, and what a mega start that
I
was.
that was a mega start by Tanay, but for me, what I was trying to do was I was trying to purposely have a slow start so that I did not get into any carnage turn one, turn 2. But my plan worked out so well that I pretty much was at a standstill at turn 1. I mean, on the grid.
Well, that's
So,
as slow as you can get without getting a penalty stopping on track. So
absolutely no, but I did first half of the race was actually a very good race because despite that, by the first safety car, I was back in the position I started.
oh yeah, I did. I'd
was-
see you popping, or I did see your name popping up in the top five. But I think
Yeah.
you didn't pit for some reason for softs. That's what was a little.
No, I honestly, I made a very like this game with the tide. Okay, we will come back to this, but they are on the formation lap. They are on the formation lap, and
Well, we are on the formation lap, and let's have a look at tire choices. Everyone is fine. Caesar still chooses those hard tires. And
Nice.
this time, Nova, if you're watching, you can see that the data is on the stream. I am not going to turn it off. And if the glitch happens again, you have to blame someone else. I know you like to blame me for everything that happens on this earth, but not today. I will not take that blame today. But yeah,
No,
I think last time around, Ashwin had a really good start. I think he was battling Racing Gupta for P3. So
yes, he
let's
was,
watch
and
out for him as
he
well.
there were desync issues which caused him to get damage, and that's why he had to pit. As I commented last, but yeah, and while we still have some time, yeah. So basically, I didn't have much tire wear. I did have a little tire wear, but it was manageable, and that is why I went for the overcut. Even though I know the undercut is very powerful over here, and that is something that is going to come into play in this race since it's a dry race. But I went for the overcut, and while I was doing that, this game's delta under safety car is a very weird thing. Even though I was at like 20% throttle, I was apparently still too fast, so I got a drive-through penalty.
Oh, that's
So
unfortunate.
Even though I overcut and I still came out in 6th or 7th, I had to serve a drive-through penalty, which essentially caused me to finish in 11th.
All right.
So
Either ways, it's still 2 points, Steve's. And let's talk about Shadow Sword a little bit. He
Yes, Shadow
almost. I think there was an Alpha Tauri of Mayank almost
he
running into the
almost
back of
DSQs
him.
again.
Yeah, almost DSQs again,
Like-
but he's on the soft tires right now. And he's. Everyone around him is on the medium, so do you think. Well, theoretically, he should get a better start than people around him. But do you think he's compromised
Yes.
the race a little bit because of this strategy which he might not want to be on, but he's forced onto because of the grid penalty?
No, I do not think this compromises the race because I think I've told you this is a track where one, the undercut is super powerful, and alternate strategy is not that powerful. You've got to have insane
Oh,
pace.
who was that going onto the grass?
you've gotta
Was it
be like-
Mayank and Hershey? Yes.
Mayank and his teammate have
Both have been disqualified. Both Alpha Tauris back onto the grid, and they have to wait now with cold tires. V6 meanwhile making his.
You've got to be on the pace of Caesar and these quicker guys like Vifix and Natsume and all to make the alternate strategy work. And even then, you see that Vifix and Sumi are having to go on the normal strat. So yeah.
So 20 points is the difference between V6 and Natsume in the championship. So still all to play for with just 1/3 of the season gone by, and the are now
Yes.
lining up grid. Start. View of the start.
Wait, what is Sid saying? Caused us Steve's Sid? I do not understand that. But here we go, and I'll leave it to you.
Yep, 3, 4, 5 lights on the grid. Lights are out. and we are underway. Oh, it's a what happened to one of the Mercedes there? Is not Sume going to take the lead into turn one? I think he just might have both of them lose out, and it's Racing Gupta who leads the race. Epic Brothers in P2. So both of the front row runners
over there.
Oh, what happened to VFix? Ashwin in P4.
I think he bogged down on the. I believe he bogged down on the start, and he had a very slow getaway, which allowed Sume to get a clean thing, and Racing Group got a clean outside swoop down into turn one, which obviously gave him optimal position.
Oh, Sume is round.
Oh, but Sume has crashed and he touches PSI, and is that side pod damage for PSI?
So that was an incident between Sume and. Oh, what happened to Caesar? By the way, Caesar, what a start from him. P19 on the grid is already P9 on a set of hard tires. VFix is losing more and more. His PSI goes wide. I think he has damage. VFix is getting overtaken by Caesar now. What is happening in this race?
I told you, you've got to have Caesar space to make those hard tires work. VFix doesn't seem to have any damage, so he is safe, but I don't know. Do you think it's the elongated time between qualifying and thing where everything's just kind of calmed down a bit, and that's why you kind of cool down? They're not in the zone.
Well, talking about calming down, I don't think VFix is in any mood to calm down. After having taken pole, he's down in P8, losing 7 positions on the first lap, and he has a very, very fast driver in front of him. So
Vicky is also moved up 4 places and all of that. He is capitalized on thing. PSI has pitched, so has Shadow. PSI is pit, definitely, yeah, front wing damage.
And
Shadow
let's see if
is front wing damage as well, and he is going on to the hard.
Here goes VFix. Here goes VFix on Caesars. Very, very different tire compounds, and VFix is down the inside, and he makes the move stick. Caesar will have to stay behind for a few corners. So that's the. Can Hershey take advantage of that on his debut race? I don't think he can do that just yet. Up ahead, Racing Gupta is now defending from Epic Brothers, who has settled into a kind of a rhythm here. The timings are still glitched when Caesar might come under attack from Hershey here, and he gets a 3-second time penalty already, Hershey. But I think Caesar's hard tires are not helping him right now, as what would happen. But Nishan is making a move now on Hershey, taking advantage of the dirty air which Hershey might have had behind Caesar in Beckett's.
Yes, absolutely, and Nishan is closing up to Caesar, who is on that hard tires. And if you're Caesar now, you've had an insane start to your race on those hard tires. What do you do now? Do you fight these drivers, or do you try and just hold place?
Ooh, I'll just answer that in a moment, Teves, because there's a change for the lead upcoming, I think, as Epic Brothers is just within 2/10 of Racing Gupta, has nothing to worry about, and clean overtake for Epic Brothers. But Racing Gupta tries to come back at him, but I think Epic Brothers will have the position for now. So that's the change in the lead which is happened, and Racing Gupta is now. What's happening behind? Jin is being caught up by Vicky, and at the same time it is Caesar who's being caught up by Nishan. Now that's not something you see every day, or that's not something which you commentate on every day. Nishan catching up to Caesar, completely different tires. So, but still, props to Nishan. I think he's one of those.
Nishan has the advantage. Nishan definitely has the advantage in that battle there. But Caesar can breathe easy, because at this point, at this stage of the race, Nishan overtake on Caesar is inevitable. But he does have nearly 3 seconds to Hershey behind. So this is possibly the last car to really overtake him for now.
What's happening behind? Has Mayank lost some positions? What happened there?
No, Mayank has gained positions at the expense of HVP, and I believe I'm Rahul and Kimi are fighting for P13.
Yes, they are, and I'm Rahul has made his
trying to join into that fight, and Azun as well, right on the tail of Kill Bill.
Absolutely. And now let's see what Nishan can do. He is gaining on Caesar with every passing corner, but the gap is 5 tenths now. Let's see if he can make a move. He's still behind, so Caesar doing a good job despite on the theoretically slower tire. He is making life tough for Nishan, and that's why he's still in P8, has lost DRS, but someone who has a full view of McLaren in the rear with us is Jin, who is not catching up to Sume as much. He's losing time and is now under attack from Vicky, who's on the alternate strategy. So this could be a really good race for Vicky.
Something we need to talk about Jin. He will be a little off the pace, at least in race pace this race, because I believe this is his first race racing without thing, and he and Vicky fight to the edge of the track as Vicky makes a move on him.
Vicky has made the move on him, and
Jin is without ABS. He has made the switch and he is running no assists. He is completely off all assists this race.
Well, Ashwin Lakhwani has caught up to the leaders who are fighting again, and this has helped Ashwin to catch up to them. Now Racing Gupta again within overtaking distance of Epic Brothers. So this could be very well a three-way fight prediction. It is already a three-way fight. Ashwin losing the backhand a little bit, but here goes Racing Gupta now. Does he make the move? Is he close enough? He's not, but is VFix close enough now? Because VFix on Jin could be a real battle here. Jin tries to...
But Jin has DRS off of...
oh, but he goes deep. He goes deep.
Then he goes deep.
Yeah, and VFix through.
VFix is through. Jin does have a healthy gap to Nishan behind him, so he is a little safe for the time being, and he just has to try and stay within DRS of Vifix ahead.
Yeah, and up ahead it is Racing Gupta once again on the back of Epic Brothers. 4 tenths is the gap. I think he can make a move this time around. He is using his DRS as well as the battery. Epic Brothers defends the outside line, and that's a clean move. Epic Brothers still fighting it, and let's go on board with Ashwin here, see what the top two are doing, and they're losing more and more time.
Epic
to Caesar and Nishan, I think. Yeah, and
but Ashwin is in prime place where it does. Ashwin could potentially he thought about it, but he decided to back off.
Yeah, that's smart racing from Ashwin.
That was definitely very smart. So Ashwin he is ready. He wants this. This is he's in prime position to take this from these two drivers.
Kilbil Pandey
gets a 3-second for track limits.
So this is fast becoming a DRS train, which neither of the drivers would like.
I was just about to talk about that, how this track actually does form DRS trains, and this is why the undercut is very powerful over here, because you get out of those DRS trains, get clean air, and you get to make moves. And this is going to start becoming a DRS, but Ashwin has backed off a bit.
Yeah, here is Racing Gupta now.
But that is bringing Sumi a lot closer to him.
Yeah, so it's closely becoming a 4-way fight, but Racing Gupta cannot wait anymore, and he's going down the inside, and that is going to be a clean overtake. Hershey gets another 3-second time penalty, so that's 6 seconds at the end of 6 laps for him. What's happening further behind? Any changes in position? Not yet. And Caesar, by the way, has overtaken Nishan again. So now Caesar, that's him in clean air. And
I think the biggest winner from the Caesar Nishan battle is Jin. Jin is the biggest winner from that. As you see, Vifix is setting fastest laps.
Is there a yellow flag? I think Mayank has had a moment. What happened to Mayank there? I think that's the exit of Stowe. That's where he had a problem.
I believe he spun. Yeah, I believe he spun. He doesn't have damage. He's back underway, and he's still safe to PSI behind him, Shadow Sword, Kanaf. And we haven't talked about this, but we've had 3 pit stops so far. That is of PSI, Shadow, who had damage. They pitted for the hards, and Kanaf, who's pitted for the hards. I do not know if he had damage or not.
That's probably the most logical explanation. He would have damage, which is why he has put on the hearts, and the top 4 fighting would bring VFix back into contention for this race. So let's not count him out just yet.
Setting the fastest laps. Those soft tires which he did not have to do qualifying on, so he gets what, an extra 3 laps of life out of those tires. That's going to help him, and he is fast catching Sumi. But also Vicky on those mediums is keeping pace with Vifix on the softs.
Yeah, and another overtaking which is coming up is Kimi R77 or Tofaroon on Hershey 99. It should be a pretty straightforward move for Kimi as he uses the hanger straight and the overspeed to his advantage. He's up into P10, so it's a top 10 for him. What's happening up front? It's very, very close between the leaders. And Racing Gupta is under pressure, as he has been for quite a few laps. Epic Brothers losing his car a little bit out of the corner there, and let's see if this time, but he is...
That should help Ashwin the most. Ashwin tries to look for a thing, but he thinks otherwise. Playing that patient game, just waiting for a larger slip up, so to speak, from Epic Brothers.
Oh, there's a yellow flag once again.
Flag.
One.
But I don't think anybody stopped or spun. So
what's interesting here? These have...
Sorry, you cut out a bit.
As well. Really?
Malav, you're cutting out.
Sorry,
you're cutting out a bit for me. Sorry.
Oh, is it?
But Ashwin has got DRS and he's trying to make that move on Epic. Ooh. He goes down the inside, and...
move there. That was so opportunistic. Racing Gupta in the pits.
With Gup diving into the pits, lap 8.
He did.
Oh, that is I think undercut with Epic Brothers going around Ashwin. He's lost some space. He's lost time to Sumi as well. Sumi has gotten past him as well.
What just happened there? That was...
I have no idea. I think...
few corners for Ashwin Kwani there, and
I think he
not soon chance.
Jin has also pit. Jin has also.
Yeah, so the pit stops are coming, and they know that they can make the mediums work. So it doesn't need to be,
I think they
very
can
long stint on the
pace, with Vicky being the front runner of the mediums, keeping pace with Vifix. I think they know that the mediums, they can make the mediums work.
The yellow flag sector 1 that's Mercedes is that... Oh no, it's Alpine of I Am Rahul, and he has started the race as Jin exits the pits. Racing Gupta, by the way, the leader of the race, has come out in P14. He has Sonic Hawk ahead of him, but up ahead, now this is a battle for the lead once again as Natsume and Epic Brothers. Let's see if Natsume... Oh, it's an easy move upcoming for him. I'm still cutting out.
He goes down the inside, makes the move work before they even get to the braking zone.
Does he go into the pits?
I believe is the best way to... Oh, as Epic Brothers dives into the pit now.
So...
Ooh, Ashwin! Ashwin's also dived in, but he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
He does. That's really unfortunate. Natsume stayed out for one more lap. Now let's see where Racing Gupta comes out as compared to the likes of Ashwin and VFX. While Ashwin was very, very close to Racing Gupta when Racing Gupta pit. So this would be interesting. He's a bit of a boxed in behind Sonic Hawk and HUP. Now Sonic Hawk went a little bit wide there. Where does Racing Gupta come out? This is going to be close, I think. No, but he has cleared them. And VFX is out.
As we said, the undercut.
And Ashwin is out in P16. How many cars have overtaken him? Jin has overtaken him. Rahul has retired in the pits. And Ashwin lost out in the pits big time there. Racing Gupta is through, by the way.
Ooh, and I thought Ashwin nearly spun, but yeah, I don't think it made him serve his 5-second penalty.
No, it did not. So he will have to solve it at the end of the race or under the next pit stop or the safety car. But Racing Gupta is a man on a mission right now. Can he overtake HUP? He can. That's an easy move unless HUP decides to stick it in. No, he does not. And that's Racing Gupta in P9. Has to take really good care of his tires now. As Azun
also getting past Sonic Hawk following Gupta through past HVP.
Yeah, we saw that as Nishan has dived into the pits. Azun on the back of Hershey now. Can Azun make a move right now? No, he does not. Both of them on the medium tire, so still quite a few laps to go before they think of pitting. Not Sume still staying out. Is he losing time right now? That's something which I did not expect.
I don't think he's losing time. I think he's gaining time on Wiki, or Wiki is falling
Well, he's
back.
gaining time on Wiki, but is he gaining time on the likes of Racing Gupta and VFix, who have already pit onto the set of
Let me see
new
what
mediums.
The timing yeah, Gupta's no, Gupta's losing.
Here goes Azun now. Yeah, here goes Azun on the back of Hershey. There's a nice helicopter shot, but Azun has to try the wrong way round. It's not still happening for him, and he'll still ride on the inside. He has just about enough space, Azun, but he makes it through. And what a move that was. He set it up 3 or 4 corners in advance, and that's a great move, but he will have Hershey breathing down his neck at the angle straight. So let's keep an eye out on that as well.
And Sumi has finally pit. Sumi is finally pit.
Sumi has pit. So let's stay on board with Racing Gupta now.
Based on my pit delta, I think this would put him right between Sonic, Hawk and HVP.
Wow, that is going to be a tough pill to swallow for Natsume. But let's see where Racing Gupta comes out.
What, two laps fresher mediums.
He does, but if it's a DRS train, those will not really help him. But let's see where he comes out. Racing Gupta now rounding out the final corner. Where is Sume? Sume is exiting the pits. I don't think he's going to get Racing Gupta here. He's going to come out behind Sonic Hawk as well, I think.
Oh, I call it Sonic Hawk and HVP.
Yeah, absolutely. Spot on, Thieves.
Right in the middle, yes. I'm Ashwin. Ashwin. Now he has another 3-second penalty for track limits.
Well, HUP has been overtaken by Epic Brothers, and HUP is now.
4 laps, Ashwin has gone from fighting for
the lead of the race,
to 15th with 8 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, so now Hershey is under attack once again, and this time it is Racing Gupta. So the laps are tumbling down very fast. We haven't had a safety car, and let's hope we don't, because it's been a long day for everyone. Touch
It's been a very long day for everyone. It's been a very long night for everyone. Yeah. So we want this race to be as straightforward and clean as.
But I am mighty impressed by Racing Gupta this race. Could this be the race?
The pace Gupta is showing right now is just unbelievable.
Absolutely. Can VFix make a move? No, he does not.
His start was unbelievable. Jin gets Mayank.
Yeah, he does.
As Racing Gupta is now going to try and cut down the gap to Azun in front, and he's 1.6 seconds behind Azun.
Natsume makes his way past. Natsume makes his way past SF Sonic Hawk. VFix is still stuck behind Epic Brothers. Do you think this is a little bit surprising, Thieves, to see? Because Epic Brothers does not have DRS on the car up ahead, but VFix is still not able to get past.
I don't know, but I don't think it doesn't look like he has damage, but maybe he has some damage.
Oh, yellow flag. Ashwin Lakwani is retired from the session. Is that going to be safety car? And is that going to help the likes of Caesar and Wiki and everyone else who is yet to pit? That is exactly what has happened. Ashwin Lakwani losing it at turn 1, I think. Where is his car? Can we see his car?
Yeah, it is a safety car. It is a safety car.
Oh my god.
Kanav is pitting.
Kill Bill Pandey gets a 3-second time penalty. And
so we have Caesar on those hards.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly
he's
what I'm
pitting.
talking
He's gonna
about.
pit.
He
He's
is
gonna pit
pitting.
this.
So is Vicky.
This helps Vicky and this helps Caesar. This helps Kill Bill. It might not help Kill Bill as much because of the time he is.
Well, he still gets a
behind
free
these
pit
two.
stop, you know. So
He gets a free pit stop, but even what?
but he's staying out.
The 20.
Oh, he's coming in. Azun is in. Racing Gupta obviously will stay out, and this is going to hurt him. He was on course to take the lead of the race, but with other drivers pitting under the safety car, is he still going to come out on top? I think he'll still take the lead of the race just about. What about Natsume now? Natsume will take the lead of the race as well. Vicky's out in P3, Caesar out in P4.
Epic Brothers P5, Vifix P6, Jin P7.
Azun has gone on the hards. Nishan gets a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. Why has Azun gone on the hards? He could have very well gone on the softs.
I do not.
So has Hershey. Hershey has gone on the hards as well. Now why would that be?
I have no idea. You can make the honest 12 laps on the softs with the what? 2 laps, 1.5 laps, 1 lap, 2 laps on safety car. You could make it to the end on the softs, and that is
yeah, absolutely. You can make it to the end on lower fuel as well. It's pretty easy.
Lower fuel as well, so DEG is going to be negligible.
Well, HVB gets a 3-second time penalty. So why are people getting time penalties?
Shadow on the intermediates.
Oh, he's just taking the piss right now. I think is.
He's actually on the intermediates.
He's just having fun right now, Shadow Sword. So it's not a race just gone according to the plan for the Red Bull driver. Both Red Bull drivers actually, P14 and P17 for them. But yeah, I think Shadow Sword is just having fun right now. I think that's the only way I can put it.
I don't know, maybe that's an MFT mistake. I think Jeff is messing up.
Yeah, but you think this? I think Sume is in a really good position because of the safety car. He has 3 lap fresher tires, and he can comfortably go to the end. And he has just 1 car in front of him. So as long as he can keep his distance from Vicky and Caesar, Racing Gupta might not be very comfortable right now.
I will not count out Vicky and Caesar at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. They are on the
lighter fuel loads, softer tires, and yeah, this is honestly Vicky's for the taking, to be honest. Caesar's as well.
Yeah, here goes Azun on another pit stop. So maybe he heard us, and now he is out on a set of soft tires. I don't think he lost a lot of positions.
I think Azun is just trying to prove he can get from the back of the grid to the front of the grid.
Yeah, well, he already tried that in qualifying. There's no point in trying it 2 times in a row.
For what I'm hoping is soft tires.
Yeah, but those intermediates look really good, honestly. It goes well with the color combination is good. I'm a little bit sad.
This is why I think Pirelli should bring back color for the different compounds. I liked having different colors for different compounds.
Well, we do have that right now as well. But
we have 3. No, we have, but they keep changing. Like they keep changing the color based on what the 3 compounds they use for the given racing weekend. Yeah. So what I mean is when we had like the hyper soft, the ultra soft, the super soft.
Oh, the pinks and the purples, you mean?
Yes, those colors were
so that's 2017, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind pink and soft. Super soft, hyper softs.
Especially those hyper softs on the night races on the street circuits, like
that was so good.
Those sublime.
Absolutely.
So
I agree with that one, Teves. Those looked really good, especially in the qualifying sessions when they are shiny.
Easy level board asking, would they drop down the order against those old mediums? Who are we talking about? Wait, who are we talking about?
No, he's asking about. I believe he's asking about the soft tire runners because there will be a little bit of a degradation for them towards the end of the race. Safety car, by the way, still staying out for one more lap at least. Is it staying out?
But honestly, because I think because of the amount of laps the safety car is staying out, because now we're down to, they have to do 9 laps on the softs. That's well within, that's just 1 lap over what Racing Group did on his softs. And
I don't think they will have any problems.
So I don't think the safety car, I think these drivers on the softs have played it very well, and it's going to be an interesting 10 laps, sorry. And yeah, if you look at it, even Sumi did 11 laps essentially on his softs, and he's still in P2.
Yeah, and I think because the safety car is longer than probably what others expected, this is really going to help out the soft runners.
This is definitely helping out the soft runners. And you know who it helps out the most? Shadow Sword and Azun, who made those 2 extra pit stops.
Oh, what happened with Kimi and Kill Bill there? I think there was a swap in position, if I'm not wrong, between the two. Well, that's one Haas and the one Alfa Romeo, but it looked like there was a position swap, and yeah, now they've swapped back.
Swap again.
But they have to swap again back. So that's Codemasters for you in a matter of seconds. What's happening with Mayank and HUP?
Yeah, but I also believe.
Oh, what's going on? There's a huge gap being formed.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I believe that there is a mandate in the rules. No, I wouldn't say mandate, but there is in the rules that if you get those things to let somebody pass or pass somebody, you are to not.
Yeah, you should not. So no matter what the game says, you have to hold positions under the safety car. If you get a
penalty for that, that penalty is obviously removed by the stewards post race. But yeah, I don't know why people still listen to that at this point.
Yeah, well, the safety car is finally in this lap, and we are going to have a 10-lap dash to the end. So hope the drivers have ensured there's enough heat in their tires, especially those on the medium tires, because they are a little bit difficult than the soft tires to heat up. But
and Racing Group is the de facto safety car right now. He is backing them up. He hasn't gone. He's getting more temperature into those mediums. It is in this game. It is much harder.
And he has gone.
He has gone.
He has gone.
But as I was saying, in this game, it is much harder to get tire temperature into those mediums, from what I've seen.
So it's a good. Oh, Hershey gets another 3-second time penalty. It's a good. Oh, Hershey has dropped down the order there, and he might be almost last at the end of the lap. Almost, yeah. Vicky on the back. So Vicky is in a bit of a Williams sandwich. Is Caesar going down the inside? He is. And what a move that is from Caesar.
Brilliant move by Caesar. Brilliant move by Caesar.
So Vicky trying to get one position, but he has lost one. But Vicky is coming back now. Let's go on board with Epic Brothers, who is Vicky's teammate, watching the action from a front row seat. Vicky is trying to fight it, but I think Caesar will finally have made the move. And now up ahead is his teammate in Natsume.
But you gotta give mad props to Vicky for going side to side, literally for an entire sector with Caesar. Touching wheels, no contact, just pure hard wheel-to-wheel racing, and that was a delight to watch. But
absolutely.
Yeah, Sumi is already out of DRS from Gupt, so Gupt is flying. Gupt doesn't want to stick around. He doesn't want to get caught by these soft runners. He doesn't care about his tires. He's going to use as...
Caesar gets a 3-second time penalty. He went wide at the exit of Stowe, and that is not a good sign. He's going more wide there. No, that was Vicky, my bad.
Well.
That was Vicky who went wide at the penultimate corner. Further behind, Kill Bill Pandey is on a charge, and he is trying to overtake Deshan, who's on the mediums. Can Kill Bill Pandey go down the inside? No, he does not for now. Is Caesar going to go for a move? Shadow gets a 3-second, and Caesar might go for a move here. No, he does not. Natsume is, as you said, out of DRS. Well, the DRS has not been enabled, or has it been enabled at the end of this lap? No, I think it will be enabled at the end of next one. But do you think team orders are
if
in?
you were Caesar, do you go for that position, or
Oh, absolutely.
do you let Sume have that, considering that Sume is fighting for the championship and Caesar is a reserve driver?
Well, that's something which Caesar will have to decide on his own. But yeah, it depends how much, how badly Caesar wants this win, because I think he has the pace to win as well. And is he going for it? He is. Caesar is round out the outside.
That's the first of the round of the outsides we've seen around here.
That's because Natsume had placed his car in the middle of the track, and Caesar could go around the outside. And Kill Bill Pandey and Nishan swapping positions. Easy Level Bot, I know you've been asking for telemetry to show ERS percentages, but I think we'll have to skip that just for now. We don't want to give any race engineers undue advantages in terms of knowing what the battery percentages are for the cars around. So Caesar now within DRS of Racing Gupta, and you know what, if he has if he makes a move on Racing Gupta on the next lap or so, he can pull out a gap of 3 seconds. I think he has the capability to do that.
Oh, Shadow, I think Shadow had contact with Hershey, and because of that he's had to pit again.
Oh, that is really unfortunate for sure. It's a race going from back to worse. Kimi, by the way, or Tofaroon.
Easy for your thing. I think they have enough. They have enough ERS. They have more than enough ERS.
Right, and it's Kimi who's losing a lot of positions there to his teammate first and then HVP. But let's turn our attention to Caesar and Racing Gupta. Caesar is a man on a mission right now, and he is within that DRS. Does he go for a move this lap? He does, and I think he's going to make it pretty easily. Down the inside he goes on Racing Gupta. Racing Gupta will try to fight it, but there is absolutely no way he can do that. And that's Caesar into the lead of the race, and now he would want to fly away with this one if he can.
Can we talk about how this has helped Sume? Sume was out of DRS of Gupt, and this has brought him right back there into DRS on Gupt.
Absolutely. So the win is still not all that away.
Biggest winner from Caesar's pace at this point is not Sume.
He is, and look at the top 6, everyone within a second of each other. So you know, it is quickly turning out to be that DRS train we talk about. What's happening further behind? Azun and Mayank are battling. Yeah, go on, Teams.
Sorry, I was saying Gupt was looking to maybe dive down the inside on Caesar, but he decided against it.
So now I think Natsume definitely, you know, smells a win here, along with Racing Gupt. So as long as both of them keep in the DRS of Caesar, they can probably sort out their positions maybe towards the end of the race, where they know that Caesar has not ran away with it.
Yeah, as we stand right now, if the race was to end right now, Caesar would be finishing just in 5th, with Vicky 5th, 4th actually, with Vicky moving down. Right now.
As VFX almost goes into the back of Epic Brothers. He has been behind Epic Brothers for the. Yeah, and he's been behind Epic Brothers for almost the entire of the second stint here. Just not able to get past. And Epic Brothers is finally out of DRS, so that would give some hope to VFX. And talking about DRS, Racing Gupta is on the verge of losing DRS to Caesar. So, well, he will get DRS on this occasion, and down the straight, he will be hoping to get some more tenths on that. So, because there's a lot of slow corners on this track, it is very difficult to lose DRS if you're the car defending, and that's where you cannot really push. But 5 laps to go, and it seems like right now Racing Gupta is able to just about hang on.
Yeah, he's cut that back down to 0.8 seconds, so he doesn't want to lose that DRS. He wants Caesar's pace to pull him along to the remaining 5 laps of this race.
Absolutely. Now let's see who comes out on the top in the battle of the Alfa Romeos. It's Sonic Hawk trying to make a move on Kimi, but it's not really helping. But Kill Bill and Jin are fighting, and Kill Bill has made a move. So that's him into P7, Jin without any time penalties in P8. Sonic Hawk gets a 3-second time penalty, and up ahead once again Racing Gupta barely in the DRS of Caesar. You think not Sume, because he has, Racing Gupta is now, does he have DRS anymore? He just
No, he
about does.
DRS.
Yeah, he does. There's a detection point where was, I think, near turn 3 where the heavy braking zone begins. So he was just about able to get DRS. But if Racing Gupta falls out of that 1 second window, I think Natsume has a really good chance. He has the better tires out of the two, so I think he will have a really good chance. What about Nishan and HUP behind? HUP on those fresher soft tires, trying to overtake the Ferrari driver. Meanwhile, his teammate VFX is still behind Epic Brothers.
He's edging closer to Epic Brothers, but I don't know. I don't know.
I think this time it's going to happen. Here goes VFX, and Epic Brothers has nothing to defend with. But up ahead, Natsume and Racing Gupta were fighting as well. Can Racing Gupta still have it? He does, but this has helped. This has helped Caesar to build a gap. Look at the gap increasing, 1.6 seconds. And this is where Racing Gupta and Natsume.
Exactly, and this leaves Racing Gupta sitting duck on that DRS zone because Sume is 2/10 behind Gupta.
Absolutely, but this is where Caesar will
be within 3/10 or to 5/10 of a second, you think, but Vicky is right behind them as well on those.
No, it's going to be an easy move as far as Natsume is concerned, and he will be through. So now this is important for Sume. He has to be within 3 seconds of Caesar, who has finally gotten some luck as far as DRS is concerned. Vicky is on the back of Racing Gupta as well, and VFX is soon joining the party. So let's see what Natsume does now. He was the race winner, I think, in Russia as well, right? In the last race.
Yes.
So it would be consecutive wins for him, the Williams driver, and it would help him in the championship because as it stands, VFX is due to lose quite some points to him. But McLaren's are running really well right now. Williams obviously 1 and 2, but McLaren is running P4 and P5. So that's a good result for them. What about Jin and Nishan? Nishan is trying to go for a move. He is using DRS. Does he go a little bit wide? No, he does not. Holds the line perfectly. And Nishan is into Vicky and Racing Gupta. What happened to Racing Gupta losing one more position there? This is not helping Racing Gupta at all, and now he has VFX behind him.
Also, we have to talk about Kanav. Kanav is in P14 right now, and he does have a 5-second penalty that he's going to have to serve from.
Oh, Sonic Hawk retired. VFX tries to go down the inside of Racing Gupta there. An ambitious move, and Epic Brothers has made his way through. VFX is losing one more position and is once again, after all the hard work he did by trying to overtake Epic Brothers, is behind. Sonic has, by the way, retired in the pit, so I don't think that would be an issue. HUP and Jin are battling for positions. HUP gets a 3-second time penalty in the process, and he is behind Jin for now. But can he make a move here? I think he's going to go for it. Doesn't use his battery, so he will have to stick behind at least for the next few corners. And Jin is now probably looking to re-overtake Nishan after all that.
But if you're Jin, do you re-overtake Nishan or do you just defend and finish? Because you do know that the two drivers in front of you have 6 seconds and 3 seconds penalties respectively, right?
Well, here goes Jin now, round the outside of Nishan. I think Jin does not have it through, but what it does, round the outside does go. And he has just about made it through. That is brilliant racing from both of them, giving them just about enough time and space to react. Hershey gets another time penalty.
On the stream, it looked like he locked up his front left, but that was a brilliant overtake by Jin right there.
And meanwhile, PSI Legends has made his way past. He has been an anonymous figure. PSI Legends in this race had connection issues. Epic Brothers gets another 3-second time penalty. So that is not going to help. Is that the first 3 seconds? So that will help him.
Yes, it is.
That will help VFix rather to make it through.
That will definitely help VFix, but VFix does want to get past him on track.
Oh, here is HUP and Nishan battling. Sorry to cut you off there, Teves. But HUP is trying a move round the outside of Nishan. Oh, Jin! Jin! What happened to him? He just lost traction coming out of that corner.
He just lost traction out of that corner, and oh my god, Jin.
So it's lap 25 of 26. Shadow Sword has retired in the pits. And does VFix have enough in his tires to make it through on Epic Brothers? No, he does not. So he has to stay behind. But as it stands, I think VFix will finish on the podium nonetheless. So Nishan and HUP is still fighting. And Nishan has made his way past. So HUP, does he go for a dive bomb here? No, he does not. Stays behind. Have we started the final lap yet? I think we are already on. Yeah, we are already on the last lap. Oh, what's happening up ahead?
Oh! There was contact between Epic Brothers and VFix.
Was it? I failed to notice that. But
there was contact between Epic Brothers and VFix was nearly spun around, but he managed to hold it.
Right, this is slowly turning into a very hectic race in the final few laps. We still don't know how the midfield is going to finish here because the gaps are so close.
They're so close, and there are so many penalties spread out with a few drivers with no penalties in the middle of this. So Jin, even though he's lost quite a few positions because of that spin, I think he could still gain a few positions back. Won't be where he was in P8, but he will definitely make up for some of those.
Yeah, so it's on the last lap and Caesar has a 1.6 second gap. That is not enough for him to take the race win. So Natsume is in prime position right now. What about Racing Gupta?
I think that might be enough to still make him put him
on the podium, maybe. Yeah. He should be finishing on the podium at this rate. So Caesar crosses the line first. He will finish, but Natsume takes the race win. Vicky will finish in P4. Racing Gupta just about takes the podium. He does not finish P2.
Yes.
VFX takes P4. The McLaren's finishing P5 and P6. Nishan losing in places because of his time penalties. So that means Tofaroon or Kimi R77 finishes P7 with Azun in P8. Nishan in P9. Kill Bill Pandey in P10. PSI in P11 and HVP gets the last point of the race in P12. Kanav in P13. Jin, because of that spin, he would have been a really good decent finish for him, and that would hurt his championship chances in P14. And then Mayank and Hershey were the last finishers of the race. That was a really hectic race, Teves. And if you can just invite our podium getters into the party.
Looking for Caesar's name. I am just looking for Caesar's name to invite him in.
Alright, no problem.
Sorry, 1 second. Cannot find Caesar for some reason. Oh,
you can just probably type his.
Yeah, I have done it. I got them, but that was a very hectic end.
Oh, I completely missed something. Caesar. Caesar has a 10-second time penalty, does he not?
No, I believe he's.
No, he didn't serve it anywhere. Yeah, so I think it will be VFix on the podium after all, because Caesar has a 10-second time penalty. And well, no problem. Let's have a.
I believe.
Yeah, let me know when people are in. I still am not able to get out of this lobby yet.
Yeah, so see, I told you, Caesar
has served it.
When did he serve that penalty?
He served it 2 races ago. As he will confirm now that he's here.
Did Caesar, are you here?
You were busy. You were busy on your vacation, Balav.
Honeymoon.
Oh, I completely missed that you raced again after Monza. Sorry, that was my bad. Right, so sorry, Vifix, you don't get the podium just yet. But I think Racing Gupta is here, so is Caesar. We don't need to wait for Sume. I'm sure he'll join soon. So let's start with Racing Gupta then. Racing Gupta, can you hear us and just ensure that your party sharing or audio sharing settings are on?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Alright, great. So take us through your race, Racing Gupta. I think it was a good start from you, and you were battling with Epic Brothers for the lead in the first stint. And after that, the race, the safety car just turned the race on its head. I think you were pretty comfortable. At least you would have left the race until then. But then, because of the safety car, it allowed the medium and the hard runners to pit and then join you in the battle.
So yeah, the race was decent. I wouldn't say it was a bad race by any means. Qualifying, I was shocked because I started P3 and I had not practiced this week. I was low on practice, so P3 was good. And last season I remember starting P2 and I was happy starting P2, but it wasn't a great place to start at because you start on the inside line. So basically starting on the odd side of the grid is always better at Silverstone. So I don't know what happened between Vifix and Sumir, but Vifix just tried to cover him and they were too slow. So I got a head start and was able to overtake both of them. Epic stuck by me and Ashwin was following him. So the first half was pretty straightforward. Then Epic overtook me because of DRS and all. I overtook him back. It was just some fun times for the first 8 laps. Then I decided to go for the undercut because it is quite heavy at Silverstone, and it did work because I was quite ahead of most of the competition at that time. So it was a good race. By that time, I was able to even overtake the medium runners, the ones who started the race on mediums as well, quite easily. So I was having fun, but then the safety car came out at the worst possible time for me. I'll say that because both Caesar and Vicky had the best time to pit at that point, because lap 13 or 14 is really good for the soft tires. So Caesar definitely pitted and took advantage of that, and win for him again. So that's good. Sorry, P2 at least. But yeah, it could have been a win if he was more careful with track limits. But yeah, good win for Sumer. I guess back-to-back wins, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, back-to-back wins after Russia.
So yeah, Sumer is looking really strong for the championship now. So Vifix does have some competition. Vifix is not running away with it that easily. So yeah, congrats to Sumer and Caesar. But I am looking forward to win as soon as I can.
But yeah, that was a very good safety car restart by you. By the end, lap after that, you were already out of DRS from Sume and all, and you were just unlucky with Caesar being on those soft tires. But you'll get them next time. You'll get them next time.
I hope so.
All right, teams. I'm not sure if Sumer is here, but why don't you start off with Caesar then?
Caesar, what, if I may, what were you thinking starting on those hearts? And Caesar's muted.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Now you're audible.
Okay,
now you're
great.
audible. But yes, what were you thinking starting on those hearts? And where was that pace? Like, where did that come from?
I was expecting a safety car, to be honest. I knew at least once a safety car will come, even though I hoped that it did not come at least halfway through the race, because it would have just thrown the strategy out of the window. But luckily it came when it did. I was in two minds, in regarding what to do with the tire compounds, because softs I knew would be running out of their life, but I had to risk it. I knew that I need to gain positions at the safety car restart and hope that people behind me start fighting. Fortunately, I was able to pick the 3 drivers in front one by one, and the lack of practice and running time trial setup on this game is impossible. I was losing the back end at every corner. I couldn't take out corners that were supposed to be flat out in the last game. So yeah, that was the reason I wasn't able to pull up a gap once I was out of the DRS zone. But overall, pretty happy. P1 on track at least. Well done to Sumi and Gupt on finishing on the podium.
Yeah, but again, but that was unbelievable pace on those hards because you were already up in the top 10 first 2 laps, first lap if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that was
Just managing my way through the incidents that were happening in front of me. Luckily, I managed to escape all of them. I think sector and a half on first lap, there were some incidents in front of me, but I was at the right place to not get into the mix.
yeah. But that was a good race from you, and I'll leave it to you, Malav. Any questions?
Yeah, I think Caesar definitely watched Tanay Singh's race start from last night to gain so many positions on the first lap. But yeah, congratulations, Caesar. Familiar territory for you. I think the win in Silverstone still eludes you. I'm sure you'll be back next time to.
I wasn't even thinking of that, but thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Malav has to rub it in. Malav does have to.
No, I was just trying to see what happened in the previous seasons, and I realized that he has yet to win in Silverstone. So
yeah, this is the second time I finished P1 on track, but not ending up on the winning side.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was a really, really strong race from you, Caesar. Good job on the safety car restart as well, taking the place from Vicky I think just in the first sector, if I'm not wrong, because he was on the same strategy as you, so it was important for you to get past him pretty soon so that you can catch up to Natsume and Racing Gupta. But yeah, last very 11th hour entry into the race, but good job once again, and we hope to see you on track more often than not. Moving on to Natsume, can you hear us?
Yes.
Alright, we hope that your audio is also audible on the stream. And firstly, congratulations, 2 race wins in a row, Russia and now Silverstone. Just talk us through your race, the safety car as well. Not pitting, even after seeing Racing Gupta pit a couple of laps earlier. I think you deliberately waited for a few more laps before you eventually decided to pit. So just talk us through your race and your battle with Racing Gupta in the second stint.
Yeah, so first I would like to congratulate Gupt and Caesar. Congratulations to Gupt for his first podium and Caesar for another last to first, basically. And the race start was a bit interesting because I had a better start than VFix in front, and he was trying to defend the inside, so I was getting pushed into the wall, and because of that me and him both actually lost a few places. And further ahead, I had little contact with Ashwin, but luckily my car didn't spin. And yeah, after that I just tried to keep it consistent, not trying to get any warnings. And with Gupt, the battle with Gupt was really good because he was the guy between me and Caesar, so I knew I had to get him because I really wanted this Williams 1-2 because we needed the points, and a really good drive by him as well. And the reason I pitted on lap 11 or 12 was because the softs were feeling really good. I don't know why, even after 50% where the tires were feeling really good, so I decided to extend them a bit, and it did work out. So yeah, it was an eventful race for sure, but just tried to keep it clean and consistent. And again, congratulations to Caesar and Gupta once again.
Alright, well put, Natsume. Teves, anything from your end for Sume?
No, I think he covered everything, so yeah, no questions from me.
Alright.
Once again, congratulations all 3 of you. That was brilliant racing from all of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations once again. And
Malav,
yes,
I just want to shout out to my teammate Kilbil for supporting me throughout and sandbagging Heaven for constant podium finishes.
I forgot to add that. Yeah, shout out to sandbagging.
No, so you will be sent to jail for forgetting that.
Get me out of jail. But everyone post under the hashtag.
I forgot another big
afterthought. Sume, that was an afterthought. You're still in jail.
Yeah, you're still in jail for that. But yeah, good job today, Sume. I think you will reduce the points gap even more to VFix, who finishes P4. So good job on that, and we hope to see more exciting battles on the track very soon. So for everyone who's watching, thank you for tuning in. I hope you like this coverage. Thank you, Teams, once again for joining me in the comms box. We will see you next week. Yeah, we will see you next week in Japan. Fridays 9:45 is the Division 2 races as usual, and Saturdays 9:45 is Division 1 races. So with that being said, thank you everyone for joining. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.